I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna start recording right now, which I started doing. It's gonna be like a very short video. It's gonna be like 30 minutes, filler podcast episode going through uh the Goonverse motor industry history. I like great image for the animal arrival. You like adding this stuff, I noticed.
Yeah, I like adding random shit to the title card.
Yeah. The Gooniverse. I like Gooniverse and Goonverse are interchangeable. That is a nugget. Actually, I should probably put that somewhere too. Modern industry history from 100 years of industry, and then
100 years industry.
this presentation will present nothing. That is okay. Let's go to chapter 1. Goonistani motoring. 100 years of motoring. That's a very specific timeline. Now we are the first proper car. The 1912 Johnson Moe Lester. Photo of the 1912 Johnson Moe Lester circa 1912. Very nice. Whoops, very nice quality image. Fitting of the time. Looks like a car that would be made back then. I don't know. The 1912 Johnson Moe Lester was a four-door sedan and the first car in Goonistan to be fitted with a proper manual gearbox, running on the brand new Johnson 0.5 liter Mo T F4 engine. And I just now noticed that the background has this car in it.
Yeah, all the backgrounds have the cars in it.
Yeah, I just now noticed that. I've been through this, but I just now noticed that, which is on brand for me. The Johnson 0.5 liter Mo T F4 engine was a flat 4 boxer engine designed in 1911 by Johnson J. Johnson. The engine produced 72.1 horsepower at 6,200 RPM and 65.9 pounds of torques, which was really powerful for the time. Would you like to add? would you like to add something? Because I'm like illiterate when it comes to cars.
No.
No, you don't wanna spout some nuggets of wisdom.
Nah.
No. Okay. There we go. All right. So all right. Let's go to the next one. Oh, this is the first.
The new.
The new. The new. The
I didn't know what to put there, so I just put the new.
The war. Since it's the military one, so just the war. The 1947 Gastrom Rover BMT. What does BMT stand for?
Big military truck.
Okay. Yeah, alright. The 1947 Gastrom Rover BMT was a military utility vehicle by the newly founded Gastrom Motors. It featured the Johnson 3.3 liter Miltech inline 4 engine, which produced 160.4 horsepower at 5,800 RPM and 467.3 pounds of torque. It was in service from 1948 to 2006, when the last one was destroyed during the Goon War. Was it like a special operation, or did it just die? It was like blown up.
It just blew up.
Okay. Not even by enemy action, it just blew up.
It hit a friendly mine.
Friendly mine. Okay, yeah, that's a Goonistan military thing. Where did you get the where did you get the idea to name the company Gastrum?
I don't know. I just kind of thought of it. Just popped in my head.
Oh, Gastrum Motors. Sounds like, you know what's funny? It sounds like a real thing. It doesn't sound stupid, like too stupid. At least it has gas in the name, which somewhat is relevant to vehicles. Okay, let's go to the next slide, which is 1950s luxury. The 1953 Johnson Togu. How do you say that?
Augustus.
Augustus. Augustus. What is it? What? Augustus.
I don't know. I just came up with that. It's probably a real thing.
Sounds like Tobuscus, the YouTuber. They go in silent.
Even the hammering stopped when he did that.
The 1953 Johnson. Fuck, I need to stop laughing. Togustus was a four-door luxury sedan designed in 1951 and produced from 1953 to 1966. It featured the 2.4-liter Tebow. Tebow. I don't know how to just fucking pronounce that shit. You wrote it. I6, which produced. Why you? Is it normal that you add like one at the end or like different things?
I just took the numbers straight out of the game.
Okay. Produced 139.1 horsepower at 5,200 RPM and 156.3 pounds of torque. Wow. What a nice looking car.
That's it.
There's no info. It was just luxurious.
Yeah.
That is it. Okay, let's go. Legendary racer. Should have said legendary racist. Would have been funnier. The 1954 Johnson Tony R540. Oh,
That's the Tony.
That's the Tony. The 1954 Johnson Tony R540 was a two-door coupe designed by Johnson J. Johnson to destroy, not literally, thank God I was afraid, Zulustani racers in championship, which it did. It was fitted with the Johnson 5.8 liter R305 V12, which was built specifically for this car. It produced 474.4 horsepower at 6,100 RPM. Only four were built, and it's known as the rarest car in Goonistan. Does it mean like it's the rarest one in Goonistan or made by Goonistan?
In Goonistan.
Okay, so it's
Handmade.
okay. So there's two trophies. Okay, let's go. The wife's car. The 1958 Johnson Johnarella. How did we fucking say that?
Johnarella.
Johnarella. Johnson Johnarella. The 1958 Johnson Johnarella was built and designed by Johnson J. Johnson. Fuck, my drinking game Drink every time I say Johnson in this fucking video. You're gonna die.
Johnson.
Johnson J. Johnson, specifically for his wife. It was powered by the Johnson 3.7 JHSN hyphen 02 I6, or as everyone else dubbed it, the big ass inline 6. Okay, I see. There was a public civilian variant called the Johnson Gaston running on the same engine. It was destroyed in 1993 because Johnson's wife bought a Camaro. Wow. The only car ever of its type, and it was blown up by Johnson because he was like, well, now we got a Camaro, no need for this piece of shit. Okay. We have any comments on this amazing vehicle?
It was only made in pink.
I'm pretty sure that was the only one.
As you can see.
Yes, I can see.
As you can see.
Oh yes, the gray pink. I have heard much about. I mean, you can kind of see it in the background. Like, you could barely see it, but you kind of can see the pink. Let's see the next slide. Oh, we clicked on that fucking shit in unison. Okay, the people's car. Yeah, that was the first one. The 1958 to 1994 Johnson Gaston. Oh, YouTube. Oh, my eye. Oh, fuck. Okay. The 1958 Johnson Gaston was the public version of the Johnson Johnorella. 436,000 were built and sold, with a starting price of 94,000 Goonistani dollars. The Goon bucks. The engine was the fuck. So many Johnsons. Holy shit. Even in the non-Johnson slide, there was a fucking Johnson in there. Surely, whoever is doing the drinking game is probably, like, hospitalized at this point. And we've been doing it only for 12...
He has an IV pumping fucking alcohol.
I mean, at this point, it's fucking easier to do this shit, because he knows.
Shit, I forgot something.
We forgot to capitalize. Yeah, there we go. Okay. The engine was the Johnson 3.7 liter JHSN02.
What do you think JHSN stands for?
Johnson something.
No, it's just Johnson.
It's just Johnson. I6, which produced 163.5 horsepower and 204.5 pounds of torque with 15.3 miles per gallon. I think. I don't know.
Yes.
It is the 6th best-selling car in Goonistani history as of 2025. Truly, I wonder what is better. What was sold more? Probably the fucking Camaro. Everyone is using the Camaro. Even the military, with the two variants, the Camaro utility vehicle and the joint tactical Camaro.
Yeah, which is JTAC.
JTAC. Let's start with it. The swamp pass. Fuck. The 1965 Johnson Swamp Pass. The Johnson Swamp Pass was a powerful two-door coupe produced from 1965 to 1971. It featured the Johnson 6.1 liter IPU V8 engine which produced 550.1 horsepower and 463.7 pounds of torque. It was one of the first cars from GOONISTAN to be sold worldwide, and it sold very well. First non-shit car was finally sold to people outside of GOONISTAN. Okay. So this was the first ever car from GOONISTAN to be sold anywhere outside of GOONISTAN. Like
Yes.
area, and that's it. They sent like a batch that were like sabotaged as a gift to Zuistan and like blew up, like killed a couple people for funsies. Alright, next, what's next? The first Goonistani supercar. What did I fucking call it last time? Remember what I called it? Cause I know.
Fuck.
I know it was funny. Something. I don't remember what the fuck I said, but I know it was funny because I'm laughing right now thinking about it. I just don't remember what the fuck I said.
I don't know, I think.
Hold on, I'm thinking. It was something with China.
I think you just said Aura China.
Probably. That was the Chinese export model. The Ara China. The 1967 Johnson Arachnia. That name sounds a little bit, I think, a little bit too cool. For fucking Goonistan, but I might be wrong. The 1967 Johnson Arachnia was the first Goonistani mid-engine supercar designed by Johnson Industries engineer Tracy Shitcox. After seeing the Lamborghini Miura and the Ford GT40 Mark II.
I forgot to change the name here. Hold on. That was the original name. Oh, there we go.
What was the original name? Because I didn't catch it.
Shagham.
I don't know which is better, that or Shitcox. Okay. Oh, fuck. It featured the 4.7 liter Super V8 designed specifically for this car by Johnson J. Johnson and Tracy Shitcox. It produced 356.2 horsepower and 305.5 pounds of torques with a top speed of 199 miles per hour. It was awarded in 1969 with the ugliest car in Goonistan award 1969. Hold on, I'm gonna fix this. There we go. Tracy Shitcox. What an amazing name. What inspired that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We need a woman in Goon Lore, so I just came up with that.
I mean, we did come up with Generella. Generella Johnson. Okay, let's next slide. The Tennessee. Just Tennessee. That's the chapter name. The 1967 Johnson Tennessee. The Johnson Tennessee was made by request of President Jill Clinton after his lovely visit to Tennessee in the United States. Oh, it wasn't a republic, but by that point, I see.
No.
It comes later.
Yeah.
It featured the 6.7 liter. I can't read that. Frost Rape Tech. What is the fucking company?
No, it's the Johnson engine.
Frost Rape Tech V8 newly built for this car. The engine produced 427.2 horsepower and 5300 RPM and 452.2 pounds of torque. It was only available in the color orange. Why?
That's like the Tennessee color.
That's the Tennessee color. Alright, okay, and next slide. Oh, this is a lost media car. The Crocota.
I don't know.
Crocota. Yeah, the
I just took that off Google.
Yeah, Crocota. The 1968 Johnson Seaward. The 1968 Johnson Seaward was a vehicle designed by Johnson Industries US and was requested to be obliterated by Johnson J. Johnson for its advanced technology. Was he afraid of like a computer in there or some shit? Like, what was the advanced technology? Oh, the engine, I see. It featured the highly advanced 6.2 liter the Iron Frost V12 engine, which produced 1,145 horsepower, which would have been the highest horsepower road car ever until
Change that.
would have made it the highest horsepower road car ever until 2009. Wow. The Crocota is missing in action. Lost Media Iceberg edition picture of the 1968 Johnson Crocota. Please, if you know how to look for missing stuff, missing media of the lost media, please contact us and help us find the Crocota. Okay, what's next? The Trooper. Oh, the Trooper. The 1978 Johnson Trooper. There's a lot of text. The 1978 Johnson Trooper was a Camaro look-alike two-door coupe sports car. It was built to honor the Goonistani Army service of the Chevrolet Camaro. Again with the Frost Rape. Oh fuck. It featured the Johnson again 6.7 liter. As I said, V8, which was built for the 1967 Johnson Tennessee, and it produced 427.2 horsepower at 5,300 RPM and 452.2 pounds of torque. It was also sold in the US in 1979 as a muscle car and fitted with a less powerful engine due to the oil crisis. That is so sad. It was reproduced, in 2008 as a special edition featuring body-colored bumpers. What does body-colored mean?
The you know how you see how the fucking bumper's chrome
Oh, yeah.
and the body isn't?
Yes.
They took the body color and put it on the bumper.
They took
It's all the same color now.
they took the bumper color and put it on the body.
No. Made it out of chrome.
Truly a
I should make that just a chrome car.
It's a chrome car. It's like a fucking lorry. It's a fucking truck. The chrome.
1999 Johnson 2000.
Johnson Y2K.
No, it would be made of like blue translucent plastic.
Okay, yeah, that's good. The Dollar DeLorean. The 1981 Johnson MC Hammer, aka Dollar DeLorean. Fuck. The Johnson MC Hammer, renamed Dollar DeLorean in 1982, was a free door hatchback produced from 1980. Produced from 1981 to 1987. It featured the weak 1962 Johnson Leader engine, which was a 740cc inline four, which produced 21.1 horsepower at 4,700 RPM and 28.4 pounds of torque. The engine was way too weak for the car's weight, 3,548 pounds, which would result in a top speed of around 26.6 miles per hour, making it the slowest car in Goonistan. As of 2025, there are only $4 DeLoreans remaining on the planet, with one being preserved in the Johnson Showroom Museum. Oh, that would be goated. Imagine one day we're gonna get enough money to just make this the Johnson Showroom Museum with like a fake cars in there. That would be goated. That would cost us like a couple $100 million. But I think it's worth it, right? I think if we like put our minds to it, I think we're gonna make it. Okay, next up we have the the economy plastic shit box. The 1988 Johnson C2 Stallion, aka C2 shitbox, boring ass low emissions economy car with a 1.3 liter inline 4 engine. Nothing notable. It was just ass. Okay, next up we have the Oh god, there's the force slider. You can tell which one was the one you actually put effort into. The Johnson GT. My jaw starts hurting every time I say Johnson. I don't think it's normal, but it's starting to hurt. I'm gonna do this fucking drinking game. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it live. You're gonna hear the fucking them carry me out of my fucking room and get me to a hospital. Live. The 1992 to 1997 Johnson GT, designed by Johnson J. Johnson. For fuck's sake. The 1992 model year of the Johnson GT was a Camaro lookalike 2-seat sports coupe with the 5.6 liter Johnson Grand Tourer V10 engine, and received a legendary racing pedigree over the course of 10 years. The 5.6 Johnson Grand Tourer V10 was a DOHC low economy class carbureted.
Carbureted.
Wow, that is a big word. Surprised you can say it. Uh, V10 engine, which it's a compliment because I can't. Which is fuck carbureted V10 engine, which produced 461 horsepower at 6200 RPM and 417.2 pounds of torques. Again with the torques. With a top speed of 182 miles per hour and 13 miles per gallon. I don't even know if that's good or not.
No, not really.
No, okay. This car was awarded 2 times, receiving the Most Reliable Car of GOONISTAN Award 1992 and the Most Unreliable Car of GOONISTAN Award in 2009. What happened in 2009? What happened? Was did the reliability of cars like dramatically went up so much that this car okay. Goonistan learned.
The president wasn't Jingleton anymore, so we have regulations.
Oh wow. Car regulations. There we go. The second slide of the Johnson GT. The 1995 model year was the Johnson GTB. It was a more budget version of the standard model starting at 67,000 Goonistani dollars compared to the standard model's 144,000 Goonistani dollars. Featuring the same interior features and outer bodywork with minor grille changes. Yes, no, I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. Running on the medium economy class Johnson A8472 V6 3.3 liter. Couldn't you make it even harder to fucking say? Like, I hope like the next engine is just gonna be like a bunch of numbers and letters just randomly put in there, like 200 characters. It's just gonna have to say it every time. This engine, it makes 201 horsepower at 5600 RPM and 211.8 pounds of torques, with a top speed of 173 miles per hour and 29.6 miles per gallon, which is a little bit better. Next fucking engine is just gonna be what I just fucking said. The third out of 4 Johnson GT slides. The 1996 model year of the Johnson GT was the max economy class variant, only costing 14,000 Goonistani dollars with added 4 seats. How?
No, what I meant by that is they added seats in the back, so you
okay.
can actually have more people in it.
Okay.
Bus.
It's a fucking minibus. And only sold in white for some reason. They forgot. Well, someone shot somebody outside. Let's go with it. The engine was a max economy class Johnson 1.6 liter E96 inline 4 engine, which produced only 84 horsepower and 83 pounds of torques, with an amazing 99.3 miles per fuck gallon. I can't do it. I'm tired. Pause. If I have to read another Johnson, I'm gonna fucking tweak. Next slide. The 1997 Johnson GTS Super Sport variant was the final model year of the Johnson GT Mark 1 series. Oh, there's more. And was sold for 93,500 goon bucks. It featured the medium economy class Johnson 3.9 liter V8 Super Sport engine, which produced 241.1 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 241.8 pounds of torque with 23.1 miles per gallon. It was the first Johnson car sold in the new color, disgusting piss gold. Amazing. Disgusting piss gold color. My favorite, really. That is it for the Johnson GTs for now. Let's check up on the next one. Fuck!
So you thought.
Oh my god. What's next? Okay, at least okay, a different thing. No, that's not okay, there we go. The Johnson GT-M2. The Johnson GT-M2 was designed by Sam Covey and intended exclusively for the Japanese market, but Jinkleton requested all Johnson vehicles to be sold in Goonistan as well. The GTM2 was a medium economy class 4-seat sports coupe designed as a continuation of the Johnson J. Johnson's Johnson GTM1 series. I'm gonna fucking have a stroke. Johnson J. Johnson's Johnson. Are we talking about his car or his penis now? I don't know.
His car.
It ran the 2.1 liter Shitru. Very Japanese. Shitru, but it's gonna be very Japanese sounding. V6, which produced only 180.6 horsepower at 5,400 RPM and 128.2 pounds of torque with 20.2 miles per gallon and a top speed of 121 miles per hour. The car sold very poorly in both Goonistan and Japan market. Very English sentence. Very surprising looking how amazing it looks.
Yeah, it came with the racing stripes.
Do they make the Go Fasters? Okay, let's go to the Commando. I don't know why it's like all caps. The 2002 Johnson Commando 26L. The Johnson Commando 26L was a two-door sports coupe Chevrolet Corvette look-alike. It featured the Johnson 2.6-liter DOHC V6 standard 2000s engine. Jesus. Which was the standard engine for most 2000s car models. It produced 198.9 horsepower at 5,900 RPM and 194.4 pounds of torque. There was a more powerful model released the same year called the Commando 52L Gran Turismo Sport. It featured the specially built 5.2-liter V10 Commando GTS engine, which produced, oh my god, 596.7 horsepower at 6,200 RPM and 559.7 pounds of torque. Fuck, I can't read anymore. Too much. The highest economy car. The 2003 Johnson Dolio. Okay, I think it's the right one.
It's the Dolio.
The Dolio. The Johnson Dolio is a max economy class 4-door sedan known in Goonistan for having the highest miles per gallon in Goonistan and the world, but it wasn't sold worldwide. Of course, it's a very Goonistan thing to do. The engine was a 1.1 liter commercial use inline 4 engine with a small electric motor for low speed cruising, which could be purchased by other motoring companies in Goonistan area. It produced 58.5 horsepower and 76.4 pounds of torque with an outstanding 201.5 miles per gallon. Wow. If only they could figure out how to put that amount of miles per gallon into a Humvee. Goonistan would be like the best country like ever in terms of war. Okay, what's next? Oh, there's more. The best car. The beast car.
The Beast.
The beast. Well, that's gonna be for a different car. Definitely. Okay. The Johnson success. Of course it had to succeed. It's in the name. The Johnson success is the #1 bestseller ever in Johnson Motor Industries and was the most produced vehicle Johnson made. The base model had the Johnson new liter, which was a 2.1 liter inline 5, which produced 230.4 horsepower at 7,300 RPM. There were many variants which had different engines with I6, V6, V8, V10, and F6 options. Johnson Success variants. Johnson Success 2004, $36,500 Goonistani. Johnson Success 6, 2006, $40,000 Goonistani. Johnson Success 7, 2007, $59,000 Goonistani. Johnson Success 9, 2009, $44,000 Goonistani. And Johnson Success 9 S2, 2009 facelift model, $38,000 Goonistani. All variants were sold with left-hand drive or right-hand drive with 943,102 units sold worldwide. That is crazy. Why was it a success? Is it just because of the name?
No, because it was good.
It was good. It was just that good. We have Chapter 2, Aryan Motoring, Chapter 3, Zoostani Motoring. Oh, we actually have a car! In this the Rover Bastion. Thievery. The 1962 Zoo Rover Bastion. Rover Bastion in the Johnson Eternal Suffering and Void Room. The JESV. Amazing. The 1962 Zoo Rover was a line of stolen Johnson Gastions rebadged with Zoo Rover branding. It featured a tuned down version of the Johnson 3.7 liter JHSN02 I6, which was renamed the Zoo Rover 2.6 liter ZR01 I6. The Johnson Jinkotan responded to this fear by sending the Goonistani Special Army Service to raid and destroy many Zoo Rover facilities across Zoostan. It's just fucking special military operation to blow up cars. Even in countries where Johnson shouldn't be in, Johnson is. Next we have Chapter 4, Retardistan Motoring, Chapter 5, Chapter 6, and we are We end this at
Then we have coming soon.
yeah, coming soon. Yep, there we go. Luckily, they do have different like years attached to them. There we go. This is the Goonverse. I prefer Goonverse. Easier to say. The Goonverse more industry history presentation. Special thanks to James May. Goodbye.